Good day everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the picture that I'm going to create today for the month of March using Affinity 3. So as usual, let's get started. We're going to start off with this picture here, which is the picture of our city background. And don't worry about the top here, we'll cover that a little bit later. The first picture we're going to add is this picture of our mushroom cloud here, and we need to blend that in a little bit better. So we're going to add a recolor to the mushroom cloud. Let's just clip that to the mushroom cloud, and we're going to match it with this color here. So on our recolor, we're going to use maybe 217 and 13 to match that in a little bit better. So on that recolor, what we'll do is bring it back some of the fire. So we'll come over here to our brush, make sure we're on a nice round soft brush and painting with the flow of about 10%. We're going to paint in black. So, and then we're just going to bring some of that color back into this mushroom cloud here. So all the way down. And there we go. The next thing we'll do, make sure you clicked on the mushroom cloud and not on the recolor, and we're going to add a mask. And on that mask, we're just going to blend in the bottom of this cloud a little bit better. So we're going to get our colors back to default. We hit D on the keyboard, and we're still painting in black, and we're still on a 10% flow. So let's just blend that in. And we're just getting rid of these harsh edges on the bottom here. And then I'm just going to see if I can just get some of the city just sneaking through the smoke in the background. And that looks pretty good. Just get rid of those harsh edges. Okay, so we've got our mushroom cloud and I got our color back into there. So the next picture we're going to bring in now is a picture of our window here. And you can see that it's a window with a lot of broken glass on it. So what I've done already, I've taken my selection brush tool and I've just selected quite a few of these broken panes here, and I'll just turn that on so you can see and which selection that I've got. So I've taken a selection of all these broken panes. So if I just turn the original window off, you can just see all the panes, and I've just copied those with a Command J. So I'll get rid of those marching ants there, and we'll turn our window back on. And on the copy of the window pane, we're going to come down here to our effects, and we're going to click on outline. And if I turn the radius all the way down, you can see there's no orange there at all. But if I just start bringing it up a bit, just on the outline, and you can see it'll just put a little bit of an orange glow around some of those panes. The other thing we'll do on that window pane, we'll come to our adjustments and we'll click on lens filter. And you can see I've got the orange as well. I'm just going to bring that up until some of those panes sort of glow a little bit orange. Make sure we clip that to the window pane copy. And you can see now that we've got a little bit of color in those panes. So that's not too bad. So the next picture that I bring in will be the picture of my soldier here. I'm just going to add an exposure. So we'll come here to exposure, clip that to my soldier, and just darken my soldier down a little bit. And then still on my brush, still at 10%, just going to paint in black and just add some of that light back in, just on the edges here. About like that. I'm also going to add on that soldier a recolor. Clip that to my soldier as well. Just make it that sort of orangey color. Make sure you clicked on that recolor, Command I to invert. We need to be painting in white now, so we'll hit X on our keyboard. We're painting in white. We're still on 10%. We're still on our brush. So let's just add a little bit of that orange glow just on the edges here. We're going to do the same with the soldier's companion here. We'll turn that picture on and we're going to do exactly the same process. Okay, we've got our soldier and the soldier's companion all done. The next thing I'm going to do is just above the window pane here, I'm going to add a new pixel layer, and I'm going to call this shadow, and I'll come over here to my pen tool. make sure you click on this solid color here and turn off any color. And on my pen tool, I'm just going to draw in a shadow here. So I'm going to start just on the boot here, and we'll include the companion. And we'll turn that into a selection by clicking on selection up here. I'm going to grab my color picker, and I want the darker shadow that is around here, so it's sort of about that color. I'll grab my flood fill tool and fill that selection. We might even go a bit darker if we can. And we'll change the blend mode to soft light. We'll get rid of those marching ants with Command D. And then on our filters here, we'll add a Gaussian blur, and we'll just blur the edges on that shadow. Grab our move tool, we can just move that maybe up a tiny little bit. About there, looks pretty good. Okay, so we've got our shadow in place. The next thing that we'll add onto this picture is we're going to add this newspaper here with the headlines, and it sort of caught fire a little bit. The other thing I'll turn on is this piece of old paper from Pexels. You can just get that from the free stock here. And I'm going to clip that inside the paper, open that up, and then on the old paper, I'm going to change the blend mode to multiply. And then on that paper, I'm going to come up here to Pixel, Filters, Distort, just a little bit of pinch and punch here, just to bring that out sort of about like that. Hit Apply. And the other thing that I'll add onto it is another, down here to our filters, and a little bit of motion blur. There we go, just a tiny bit of motion blur on that piece of newspaper that's flying around. Okay, next thing I'm going to add is we're going to add some birds. I've got some birds here. We'll make a copy, Command J. We'll come up here to Layers, Arrange, and Flip Horizontal, and then we're going to move some of those birds into the window over here as well. About like that is okay. And the other thing I'm going to add is these embers. Now, I'll just make a few copies of those, Command J, about 4 or 5, and you can see the embers outside now. I'm going to bring one of the copies all the way to the top and make another copy. Come up here to Layer, Arrange, and just flip them horizontal as well, so we've got a few more there. And just bring that down so we can have some on the inside as well. So got some embers coming from inside. If you think it's a bit too much, you can just bring down the opacity, dull those up a little bit. So what I'll do now is just highlight all of those and right click and merge visible. And we'll come over here, make sure on our move tool, over to our tone mapping, we'll pick our detailed, bring the tone compression right down to about 10 or 11. Same for the local contrast here. Might add a little bit of exposure and then come down here to white balance. And I might bring that just into the blue a little bit, up with our detailed refinement, and to finish off, we'll just do that nice little S-curve here, and we'll come up and hit Apply. So there you go, everybody. That is my composite for the month of March. As usual, if you want to support my channel, you can head over to the Buy Me a Coffee site. The link will be listed below. You can grab some of these assets that I've used for this composite absolutely free. You'll find on the Buy Me a Coffee site the window, the soldier, the mushroom cloud, the newspaper, and the city backdrop. So head over there, support my channel, grab some of those free assets. But until next time, I'll say to you, stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video.